Cubism, rectangles, different clays. He was completely nonplussed. He said, is there any way, Samuel told Art, he goes, is there any way you can adapt that, make a clay figure, and then make a children's story, and maybe I can get you a contract with 20th Century Fox? And he goes, sure. He goes, let me go home and talk to my wife, Ruth. And so Ruth came up with this fantastic, simple idea. She said, what we can do, we can cut them out, we can roll the clay out with a rolling pin. And she said that we can make we can make these gingerbread figurines, but they wouldn't stand up and they were too flat. So that's how Art decided to make the legs of Gumby triangular. And then he had a picture of his father when he had graduated with a cowlick. That photo that I showed at the beginning, that was his father. That's where he got the idea to shape the head the way Gumby's head was, and it added more balance. Now he said one thing, Art said, he goes, he didn't want him to be white. He didn't want it just for white children. He didn't want it to be black. For black children, he didn't want it to be brown. For only Hispanics, he decided to do it green. The color of chlorophyll, he said, which is tantamount to light, which is equal to love, he said. He wanted to spread love with this character Gumby, and he made that character. And then when he had already had the name Gumbasia from that experimental film, it was a homage to Fantasia in 1940. He already had the name Gumby from, of course, Gumbo. And then when he took it back, there was a guy named Thomas Sarnoff. He was a producer for NBC. He couldn't believe it. He goes, let's put this on Howdy Doody and let's see how the kids react. And you know what? Those children went bazooka. They couldn't get enough. In fact, the first episode that they showed on the Howdy Doody show, it was called Gumby Goes to the Moon. And of course, Pokey hadn't been born yet. And so anyway, this Thomas Sarnoff, this NBC executive, he says, if you can make me about 25 11-minute episodes, I can get you a contract with NBC. I'll give you your own show. And so then he started making 22 episodes at Art Clokey Productions in Hollywood. And then after that, he moved to Glendora, a little bit south of us, near his home, and that's where I'm going to take you fans. So let's go to Art Clokey Productions in Glendora from 1960 to 1969. So follow me and I'll be seeing ya, and thank you for watching. Okay, thank you.